Welcome to Life Preparations with Dorcas. Merry Christmas! Thank you for watching all our videos. We see your likes, we see your comments, we see you sharing. So thank you for watching. Today we're still on the Christmas series and we're going to be talking about Christmas traditions that you can create in your home that will make your home fun and sweet. Remember, we said what Christmas is not, so we're going to say what Christmas is and how we can make the Christmas valuable to us and enjoyable to us and even the people around us. Now, Christmas is a time of love, is a time to share, is a time to sit and think so that you can be grateful for the year, for all that has happened through the year. Is a time to sit and just be grateful that you went through 2024 or whichever year and you're at that point where it's like, whoa, you're about to step into a new year. So it's a time to be grateful. It's a time to connect with your family. It's a time to connect with your friends. It's a time to just remember the person you are celebrating, and in this case celebrating Jesus Christ. Yay, he is the celebrant. So it's a time to think of how you can make the celebrant happy, how the celebrant will know that you really appreciate his birthday, you value him. And it's a time to also tell somebody about the celebrant. Yes, there are people who truly don't even know who the celebrant is, why we celebrate him. So you can do well to check out our videos that tell us why we have to celebrate Christ in Christmas. You would love that video. So I would also like to say here that we should make our Christmas realistic. Please do not take too many engagements that you now let your family be alone without you. Please do not get stressed this Christmas. As much as you can, delegate. As much as you can, reduce the number of commitments in this Christmas so that you can have a good time. Be mindful of connections. Connect with your family and friends, and we're going to tell you how you can do that in this video using the different traditions in your home. You can create them. Most of these things you see were created by someone, so you can create these things in your home. I would like to say that in this Christmas, do not conform to any pressure. Let me tell you, if you're trying to conform to any form of pressure, it just tells me that there are issues, most likely self-esteem issues in your life. So I want to break that table, remove it. Do not conform to any form of standard or pressure. Like I said, be realistic about your Christmas. Also, please don't forget, if you are somebody who has a health challenge. I know there's always food here and there, but please, if you have a health challenge and you've been asked not to eat this or eat that, please be moderate and be considerate of yourself, because the celebrant, who is Jesus Christ, would want you to think about yourself. That's why he said you should love your neighbor as yourself. So I need you to love yourself. I need you to take out time to go for a spa, take out time to rest. It is good for you this Christmas. You thank me later. Also, please, as much as you can, be careful of what your children wear. I know you have all the money in the world, and I know you want that your baby girl to use that attachment that will be rolling all the way down. But come on, have you thought about your baby girl? Will she be very comfortable with that long hair? When she wants to sleep, will she be able to wrap it properly and sleep if you are not there, or if no one is there to help her? You need to have a rethink. Please let us be modest even as we celebrate Christmas. Like I mentioned in one of the videos about what Christmas is not it's not a competition. So it's not about who has the longest attachment or the most beautiful dress. It's not about it. Please, if you have children, especially young children, please let children be children. Do not force them to wear heels. For what to wear? Allow them to wear what they can walk in. That is why they are children. When they grow and they want to wear those 9-inch heels or whatever inch heels, they can wear. But for now, let children be children. Please get them good color of hair. Let your child not be the one carrying rainbow on. And why? The child is a child. Please, mommy, daddy, uncle, auntie, whatever role you are playing, guardian, whatever, please see to it that your children are modestly dressed and beautifully dressed for the Christmas. Remember, it should be function first before fashion. I know this is 2024 and fashion is important, but please, let's watch it. Now, the next thing is, I know that because a lot of family members travel all the way down to different parts of the country, they've been away, so usually most people are around. I would like us to rethink something that I know people do. People do have a lot of family, they call it family meeting, clan meeting, village meeting is very good. But now, where you will need to settle a conflict in that meeting, please and please be careful, especially if your children are watching, because they are seeing it, they are absorbing it. Please do not transfer your conflict from yourself as an adult to your children this Christmas. Remember, they are watching. If you must settle any family conflict or do any form of resolution for the conflict at home, please, I need you guys to set clear expectations, set clear communications, and do not use the whole Christmas time to settle conflict, because you're going to ruin it for yourself. You're just going to ruin it for your children. So why would you want to do that? Let's go. So let's go to the ideas that you will use this Christmas to make it fun, sweet, memorable. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're traveling or you're not traveling. By the way, if you are traveling, we have a fantastic travel journal. Yes, if you are in Abuja, you can get it from Witty Minds Bookshop, or don't worry, we'll put it in the description. We'll let you know where you can get those travel journals to help you keep memories. Memories and experiences are very important for Christmas. So that travel journal will help you to keep, tabs with all your experiences, so that in the next 5 or 10 years, when you sit down and you remember, oh, Christmas is 2024, oh, I did this, I had this with this group of people, it will be fun. And guess what? It's something that you can actually pass on to your children. It just brings out that childlikeness in you. Don't worry, I know there's so much pressure. So that travel journal will just help you to just, be a child again, and you would enjoy it. So we also have a distributor in Lagos. So check in the description of this video. You are going to have the details where you can get the travel journal, and it's also on Amazon. You can check it out. So first tradition I will say is putting up a Christmas tree in your home. Now, if finance or funds is an issue to you and you cannot put up a Christmas tree, it is okay. Like I said, no pressure. No pressure. You can just get the Christmas lights and just put them round your home, and just get the candles, and that's it. If that is what you can afford, so be it. If you can afford a very huge Christmas tree, fantastic. Or a small one, very good. But please, in all you do, make sure that there's something that shows it's Christmas in your home. Now, who said you cannot do DIY? Yes, you can do it yourself. You can make crafts, that will bring out the whole Christmas thing in you. And guess what? That is a way to bond. You can sit as a family to do all of that. So if you have a Christmas tree already, you can, decorate the Christmas tree together. It's usually fun. So you just play Christmas music. It's always really, really nice to decorate your home. Now, the next thing you can do is that you can choose a day and do a Christmas movie marathon. So before Christmas, take out time to check for good Christian content you can watch as movie. So you can get lots of them. So it's like a marathon. You're going to watch them all day long, you know, just chilling with your chicken or whatever you have. If it's popcorn, if it's water. In Nigeria, we have zobo, we have kuno, whatever it is you have. Remember, I said no pressure. No pressure. Take your time, check what you have, and make use of what you have. Next is that you can do a slumber party in your pajamas. Now, I know there's this trend of having a family pajamas and all of that. If you are not able to afford that, please use any pajamas you have. If you can afford it, good. If you cannot, use any pajamas you have. It's still your family, it's your family, or any other family uniform. Like I always call it, I say it's family jersey. So any family jersey you have, fantastic, just wear it and just do a party. Now you can decide to do a barbecue if you have the funds. Now all these things are suggestions. You must not do all of them. Do the ones you can. Maybe you can do some this year, do some next year, like that, depending on what you have. You can pick a day to do barbecue. So I know this family, while we were in Port Harcourt, like they had this barbecue they did every 1st of January every year. So you can decide to do something like that. Yours may be the 1st, or it can be 31st, whatever day that is convenient for you and your family. But remember, you have to let the people know ahead of time so they incorporate you into their plans, because they may also have maybe travel plans or other stuff they may want to do as a family. And you need to let them know, is it the whole family that is invited, or is it just the children, or is it just for parents, just daddies and mommies? You know, you need to let them know clearly who is invited. Another thing you can do is to do a Christmas lights drive. So you can just get into your car with your children and just slowly drive around the town and just go to where you know Christmas lights are a lot. Children usually would love this, you know. And then depending on where you live, like I live in Abuja, Nigeria, there's this thing they do, they call it the Christmas lights village. So they have a lot of Christmas lights. You can go there, it's usually fun. They have stuff that children can play with. Now, that is if you have the money. If you don't have the money to enter into the Christmas lights village, they call it Jav Christmas village lights or something. If you cannot go there, just drive around town. You're going to see a lot of beautiful Christmas lights. Drive all the way to wherever you can and come back to your home. Now, another thing you can do is that you can write letters to Santa. Now, in this case, because I'm talking about a family scenario, daddy or mommy could be Santa. So this year, daddy can be Santa. Next year, mommy can be Santa. But it's just to create an element of surprise, especially if you have younger children. You know that Santa is going to give them a gift, and Santa can be daddy, Santa can be mommy. Please let Santa not be somebody we don't know. Let Santa be either daddy or mommy. Most of the time is preferable. Now you can also do story time by the fire. So depending on where you live, I know a lot of people do fire camp, or is it bonfire they call it. Now you can decide to read to children by the light as you do your bonfire. Now if you have grandparents around, like my grandfather used to tell us stories, lots of stories by the fire. Sometimes he's eating and telling us and sharing meat. My grandfather was a hunter and a farmer, yes, so we ate a lot of meat. So he'll be giving us meat to eat, and he'll be telling us stories about when the white people came to Nigeria. When I say white people, now I'm talking about the Europeans came to Nigeria and all of that. He will tell us all of those stories. And sometimes he will tell us stories about Christmas. So, and tell us stories about our parents too. And uncles and aunties when they were growing up. It's usually a fun time. Another thing you can do is to do a candlelight dinner, especially when you have older children. Everybody dresses up, you set your table, candlelight. Oh my god, it's usually fantastic. If you have teenagers, this is something that you should try. is always very nice. So if you don't even want to stress yourself ahead of time, you can outsource the cooking. So all you do is to serve it nicely and snap beautiful pictures. You don't need to call anybody. Use your phone. These days we use our phone for a lot of things, so you just use your phone. Another thing you can do is to have a karaoke night. It's always fantastic. And then you can make it that you're going to sing maybe just Christmas songs all through the karaoke night. Is usually nice. Another thing you can do is to have a yes day. Now, a yes day is a day that especially if you have young children, you take them out and tell them that for the first few questions or things they ask you for, you're going to say yes within a reasonable budget. I have to say that because, you know, you have to calculate what you have. So that yes day, you guys would have had a conversation to say, okay, we want to go to XYZ shopping mall. And when we get to XYZ shopping mall, we are going to enter maybe 4 or 5 stores, and you can't pick up more than 10 items or more than 2 items, you know, with this so range of price. So if this thing you've picked is above this range, you have to drop it and pick something that is within this range. So you can do that for maybe 2 items in 2 different stores, or 3 items in 5 different, whatever you guys agree. Make sure that you agree, because with children and teenagers, that can be trouble. So make sure that you agree before you step out. So that yes day is usually fun. Another day is day with the parents. Now, I know that cousins, uncles, aunties, and lots of people may be around for Christmas. So it's usually a good time to have a day out with just the parents and the children. No house help, no any other form of, you know, uncle, auntie, cousin, just you with the parents. Usually fun. You guys are going to have conversation, laugh, eat, remember how the year has been, what made you guys laugh within the year, what made you guys cry within the year, and all of that, and just thank God for the year. Another thing is day out with the grandparents. Now, if your grandparents are alive, then it's good to just check up on them. Now, if you have your paternal side and your maternal side both alive, then I think that you have to make out a day for the paternal side and make out a day for your maternal side, so that everybody is carried along, just to have some good time with grandparents. Remember, they will not be here for too long, as they're already getting old. In all, what have you learned? What are you going to do differently this Christmas? I need you guys to write it in the comment section. And have you shared this video? Have you given it a thumbs up? Let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel at this point, I think you should do that. This is a very, very good time to do that. So this Christmas is going to hit differently, because we're going to do things differently. In all you do, Christmas should be more about the experience and not about the expenditure. And if you have not saved, and that's okay, you haven't saved any money, it's okay. Just do what you can to have a fantastic time this Christmas, and then you can now plan against next year. Guess what? It's never too late. At the end of the day, we are looking out for the celebrants. The celebrants should be happy you are celebrating him well. So, on this note, I would like to say thank you for watching. Do have a beautiful, fantastic Christmas with your family.